Starting off, Abrams. Honestly, I think Abrams is S tier. Because this guy has the best CSing in the game. He has great team fighting, great sustain, great mid-boss steal, probably the best in the game. But honestly, he's an A tier hero that's inflated to S because of how CSing works right now in lane. This guy's gun is just the rank 1 gun in the game. It's so hard to beat this guy in lane. It's like impossible. Okay, Bebop. Honestly, like, Bebop is a B tier hero, but he's the most annoying hero in the game. Behind Paradox. But he's B tier because he falls off. He's just so annoying in lane. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of heroes you'd rather have on your roster than Bebop. But it is very, very, very hard to play against in lane. Okay, Dynamo. Honestly, I think Dynamo is really good. I'm not sure that I think he's S. He might be S. I don't know. My gut tells me Dynamo's an A. Probably highest A. I don't know if he's S. I don't think so. Grey Talon. Grey Talon is really good. I think Grey Talon is going to end up probably being in the bottom of A somewhere. But I'll just start him in A for now. But I don't think he's high A. But I think we're probably going to end up on like the lower end of A. Haze. The Haze ult build has a lot of value. In this current meta, I just don't really value Hazes that much. I think Haze is probably, for me, honestly at the top of B tier. I don't see Haze being the same impact as a lot of these other A tier heroes, in my opinion. Infernus. I think Infernus is an A tier hero. Infernus is a very good hero. Definitely better than Grey Talon. So we'll put him above Grey Talon for now. Infernus has just such a strong lane by default. He has so much sustain. He was S tier last patch, but the leech nerfs I think affected him a lot, and the ability to be slowed in his flame dash moved him down to A for me. But I do still think it's an A tier hero, and one of the most balanced heroes in the game, but just a really strong DPS in general. It just really rounds out most team comps. It's not a bad pick in any comp. Ivy. So Ivy, I think, was an S tier hero for almost every patch that I've played the game for like 5 months. This character has been nerfed like 11 times in a row, and it's still a strong hero. I think this is going to be the first time I don't put Ivy in S. I'm still going to put her on top of A. Probably right behind Dynamo. I think my opinion of Ivy used to be really high. It's a little bit lower now. I do think she's still a very, very, very valuable hero, but I don't know if I consider her on the same level of impact as some of the ones that we're going to see end up in S. Yeah, this is just an overall like high MMR tier list on heroes that you would want on your team, heroes you wouldn't want on your team, and what just the overall just most strongest, hardest things to beat are. And for that reason, Elvin is S. He has insane lane, aggressive and defensive lane. The high velocity mag item makes this character's gun, which was his biggest weakness, strong. He can really fit into the buff ball like tank meta very well. He zones out flyers that are pretty strong, like Vindicta Talon. And overall, the best mid-boss secure in the game, which has a very, very, very high impact on the win rates in general. Being able to have sloppy macro and then just force a mid-boss with Kelvin definitely wins and loses you a lot of games. You just can't really underestimate that kind of value. And he can be built AD, AP, or full support, and is very, very, very strong. I think Geist is having some problems right now in the current meta due to her, like, sort of... This meta is sort of like a quick buff ball playstyle with bruiser heroes, and Geist has some of the worst mobility in the game. So before, Geist was always an S or A tier hero, but Geist has kind of fallen off for me recently. She kind of just gets beat out by, like, Viscous and Shiv, the two newest heroes, kind of just dominate Geist. She doesn't really have any counterplay to a quick buff ball Mo and Krill type playstyle. I honestly think Geist is probably top of B. I'm surprised I'm saying this. Usually I'm a huge Geist supporter. I think she's probably down in B now. Her mobility is just so lacking in such a fast-paced meta that she's kind of just falling off a bit. Let's see, Lash, after his most recent changes, where his 2 no longer grant stamina, and some of the restorative locket nerfs and things like that. I think this hero is still an A. I don't think it's as impressive or impactful as a lot of people might think, but the potential is still there. But I do think the change of the 2 does not give stamina is very healthy for the game and moves him from S to A. But he's still a very, 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 very good pick. I mean, just the mobility this character has is rivaled to none. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much map control this character gives. Like, having Lash and Grey Talon on your team in a comp environment the amount of map control and lane pressure you have on every single lane at one time is absurd. Like, it's just like an Iggy cannot be underestimated. McGinnis. So, like, McGinnis has been getting some popularity recently because of the AD builds where you split push the entire game and be very, very, very annoying. I personally don't care. I think this hero is pretty bad. And I think anything that she does that people are finding success with can be replicated by anybody else, to be honest with you. Anybody else in the game could probably do what she does better. It's just a gimmicky build. Alright, so some people might not agree with me on this one. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I think Mo and Croak might be S. Maybe top of A. I think top of A. Mo and Krill's ability to shut down any character in the game, no matter your scoreline, with the current Phantom Strike item in the game being the best item in the game in any category, and honestly, not even trolling, Magic Carpet increasing duration and his mobility. This character is just broken. Like, you can just be 1 in 12 and shut down me that's 14 and 0, and there's not even anything I could do. There's not a single item in the game that can prevent what happens to me. I don't care if you think Unstoppable is a counter, it is not. It is on a shorter... Unstoppable is on a longer cooldown than Mo's combo and Phantom Strike. So I don't want to hear the Unstoppable supporters in chat. Mo and Krill is not very counterable and can do nothing in game and end up with Phantom Strike and take out the enemy carry, and that's just GG. And he has a very strong lane and some of the highest base stats. That being said, I don't think he provides the exact same amount of pressure as Abrams Kelvin, but it's very close. Very, very, very close. The only reason I would say that Mo isn't considered S tier, but considered like Abrams Kelvin, is due to these characters' ability to do a similar thing, but also provide team buffs. Like, Kelvin and Abrams really can help you with mid-boss, which is a very big deal in the game. Mo and Krill is not even close in the same category of impact in that. Like, Kelvin can help you end the game. Mo is just shuts down enemy hero, which is a big difference. I think Kelvin and Abrams are a bit better than Mo, but Mo is still a very, 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 very good hero. Alright, Shiv. Oh, sorry, I went out of order. Sorry. Okay, whatever, we're gonna do it. Shiv is S tier. This character is not balanced at all. The damage numbers on this hero don't even make any sense. The 3 ability on this hero, I don't even think the numbers are accurate. This hero just doesn't die. I mean, like, it says it, like, defers some of the damage, but it's just wrong. Like, the hero is just unkillable. I don't even know what to say. Like, and the damage numbers are just not accurate. Let me pull up the clip. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let me pull this up. Okay, check this out, chat.
Oh my god, I just got dumpstered on by Curse. Oh, yeah, down. I'm dead. Don't even come near me. I'm fucking dead. Oh my god! What? How am I still alive?
I'm coming, bro. I'm coming.
Dude, this is insane! What the fuck?
What? And you're telling me that that is just because of damage deferred 30%? It is just wrong. I don't care. He's not... No, it's not lifesteal. He's not doing anything. He's standing still. He AFK'd and he's living. He stood still and said, "Don't worry about me. I'm dead." He's getting lifesteal off 2 daggers. And 2 daggers is healing him for 2,400 HP. Okay. No, that's fine. No, I think that's fine. Does anyone disagree? Any disagreeers in chat? Anyone disagree that Shiv is not S? Any disagreeers? S tier stands for Shiv. VIP that guy. Easy S for sure. Nope. Shiv's S plus. True. True. Glad we all agree. That character is just not real. Alright, moving on. Paradox. Honestly, Paradox just got the most annoying, overtuned shit kit in the game. Mickey Mouse Elo kit. A wall that he can whoop-de-wop through that silences, does 600 damage. It just procs burst, does flat base HP. The projectile doesn't work. You can switch people through the map. I mean, like, honestly, like, who's balancing this game? I mean, Paradox is like, this kit is just so boring to play against. It's like, I don't even know. The developers definitely enjoy Paradox. It has the most broken abilities in the game that you know what? Every time I get hit by an enemy Paradox, my camera on Viscous turns upside down in black and white, and I can't even see the enemy team in a team fight because this stupid Time LARP character has to, because he's a timekeeper, he has to break my game, freeze my movement, freeze my camera. I can't play the game against him because he fundamentally breaks my character. The hitboxes aren't fair on the character. He goes left and right through the wall, and if you go through it, you get slowed, silenced, damaged, improved burst, any sort of ability procs on you. You can't see. He can shoot you through it. You can't shoot through it. Breaks your camera. I'm sick of this character. I am so over it. Like, it has just been months and months. This character, if you guys don't even understand the trauma I've gone through with this character. This character has been nerfed like 17 patches in a row. And is still not even, like, on the realm of balanced. The kit is fundamentally broken, and it needs to be changed. I'm over it. I don't care if he doesn't carry the game. This shit is just fucking stupid. Like, come on. This character is just Mickey Mouse. Pocket. Pocket is high A, only because of this Mickey Mouse Phantom Strike item that allows this character to just blink around the map on a 18-second cooldown. Like, oh my god, this character, if you have 10 working fingers, this character is impossible to kill. The cooldowns in this character are just not real. They forgot to add a 0. It's honestly close to Paradox. This character's cooldowns, he can use 4 briefcases in one fight, an Eth shift, 3 warp stones, 4 phantom strikes, an ult that... I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm over it. This phantom strike item breaks this character. Other than that, it's a humble hero. Fuck it. 7, pretty good hero, honestly. They forgot to add a 0 on these cooldowns. It's like 4-second briefcase with casting rune. I'm just over it. I don't even know. I mean, it's just the Phantom Strike shit. Speaking of that, Idorian, I'm ready to queue after if you want to get some elo. You know, big fan. Let's queue after this tier list. Let's grind some elo. You know, Pocket's a humble hero. And yeah, let's game. But yeah, moving on. 7. I have a hard time with this hero. This hero is just so bad, but so good. I think this hero in actual good elo is so good, but also so bad. I'm so... I could put this character in D and S, and I don't even know. I'm just, like, at a loss for words with this character. It is so bad some games and so good, but requires so many resources that, like, I don't even think it's that good. I'm gonna be honest. I think this shit is, like, top of B. It's, like, OP, but it's not OP. I don't even know. Maybe, like, I think it's, like, max win B. It just requires so much resources. It's, like, I would rather have any of the characters above it on my team than a 7. It's a low elo bully. It's always been the highest win rate low elo character, and it's always been one of the lowest win rate high MMR characters. And even when it's high win rate in high MMR, it's probably could have been countered by good macro, and it isn't. This character requires way too much resources to be good, and most of the time can get shut down if you have a team comp consisting of people in this in the A and S tier categories. I would rather have any of them on my... I would rather have 6 heroes in these 2 categories on my team than have 7 on my team every game. I don't care. What's your reasoning over the Paradox S? This character's kit is just so annoying. And so... It is like... You could have a fed AD Greytown with 1,000,000 souls. Paradox has 4 wall charges. Put up the wall. All your damage is gone. Swap him at any point you want with the largest projectile in the game. Gone. This character is just so good for team fighting. Has no cooldowns. It bugs the game every single game. It's just constant pressure. It's like Bebop, but with a better kit. I mean, it's like... It's just annoying. And it's very buggy. And the kit is overtuned. And the wall does too much. And it's just really good at any point in the game. And I think the kit is just too oppressive. Vindicta? Let's see, Vindicta. I think Vindicta is like a good hero. I don't know where her damage comes from sometimes. This patch, Vindicta sort of just sometimes feels like Shiv, where like you just die to Vindicta in 0.1 seconds, and then randomly you explode. But at the end of the day, I would rather have Vindicta on my team than a lot of heroes in the game. But she struggles against she struggles against Lash. She struggles against Pocket. She struggles against Shiv. She struggles against Kelvin. She struggles against Paradox. She's outscaled and out-team fought by Mo, Dynamo, Ivy, and Furnace. It's a good hero. It's really strong, but would I pick it in a competitive draft? No, not really. Like, she's a good hero, but, like, it's nothing crazy. Like, I mean, it's a good hero. I'd probably put her behind 7, above, probably on equal footing of Lady Geist, I would say. Okay, Viscous. Where do I put Viscous? I think Viscous is rank 1A hero, and he is not S. And that's a humble opinion. This character is strong if you've got the right tools, and requires a team, and does humble amounts of damage, but is not broken. It is a good character that is balanced, and requires fingers, and requires a lot of fingers, actually. All of them, in fact. And requires a brain, and requires quick reaction time, and caffeine to be an A. And if you don't have all of those requirements, Viscous is S in lane. Yeah, and so is Abrams, except better. And Abrams requires 1/8 the skill as Viscous, entirely. Viscous, bro, putting him in top of A is not even, like, that's a normal opinion. Like, he's top of A. Like, that's a good hero. Like it's a good hero. It's not broken. It's a good hero. Like, it's A with the right tools in your belt. And in High MMR, people have good tool belts. But outside of High MMR, this character is not even that good. It's one of the lowest pick rate, lowest win rate characters in the game. Like, in High MMR, people that are good on the character have high impact, but that doesn't exactly mean the character's broken. Also, the character has changed all the time, and counters to the character have not been fully fledged out. But it's a humble character, and it does well in this type of meta, where you spam heals and tanks and run it down. Warden. Where do I put Warden, Wraith, and Yamato? I honestly put Warden between Vindicta and Geist, probably right below. I think I put Warden right behind 7. I think Warden's actually strong. Warden's strong all around the board. Has potential to carry games. Pretty good character. But would you guys pick Warden over any of the characters above him on an average? No, probably not. Is it a troll pick? Not at all. But I would rather have anybody on this list above Warden on my team than Warden, but I'm not going to flame you for picking Warden. Why is Paradox an S if Viscous isn't? Because Paradox counters Viscous, because if you get hit by Paradox on Viscous, your entire game is broken and the game's over. I'm not even kidding. Every single ability that Paradox has completely turns Viscous's game off entirely. This Paradox character, every time Paradox shoots Viscous, his camera goes upside down. You can't see. You can't even, like, oh my god. Like when there's a Paradox on the enemy team and I'm playing Viscous, I'm shut down. I can't even play. Mostly because of bugs. And if you think that's not fair to put on the tier list, then that's fine. But Paradox is just annoying and hard counters Viscous. And Viscous doesn't hard counter Paradox. Do I have a clip? Millions of clips. It's been happening every single game 10 times without fail since the day of release of Viscous. They have not fixed this bug. Every game I play, chat can vouch, my camera goes upside down. I can't see. My ball zooms in to where I can't even see the enemy team on my screen. It's actually so annoying. I can't play the game. It's just so annoying. And Paradox is a lot easier to be impactful than Viscous. A lot easier. Viscous, to have the same impact as Paradox, requires twice the skill. Paradox is just way more cookie cutter. And that, like, means a lot for tier list, because, like, the average, like, I don't know. It's just, like, you can have less farm on Paradox and have same impact as Viscous, like, throughout the entire game. Viscous can, like, you can int on Viscous. You can't int very hard on Paradox. I think Wraith is top of B. I think Wraith is better than 7. I think Wraith is the best split pusher in the game. I think Wraith is the strongest split Wraith might... yeah, Wraith high B. I think Wraith is the strongest split pusher in the game. I think her kit is just good. Her lane is really oppressive. Her ult is really OP and on a really short cooldown and is very annoying. She excels in 1v1s more than anybody and has insane escape on split pushes, and it's just a good... Wraith is like Wraith, if all the McGinnis weirdos played Wraith, they would actually have a good win rate. But they choose to play McGinnis because it's like some roleplay, like military hero. But at the end of the day, Wraith is just McGinnis, but like a real kit. It's a good hero, but it is very easy to shut down. She's very susceptible to CC. She's very susceptible to tanky backline backline diver heroes. And in this current meta, I believe that tankier heroes that have access to backline via items like Phantom Strike, blah, 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 blah. Like, A strong Wraith that's 1,000,000 and 0 is a lot easier to shut down when you have the tankier heroes like Mo and Krill and Viscus diving your backline and hard CCing you over and over and over again. Wraith is very squishy and very susceptible to a lot of things, like in terms of team fights, but it's a really good hero in early game and a really good hero for splitting, but it's definitely not over-tuned. It's just a good pick. Yamato. I think Yamato is really strong. I think people underrate Yamato, I'm going to be honest. Maybe it's just because I understand the character. There's a lot you can do on Yamato that has high impact in the games, and I think Yamato is bottom A. A lot of people put Yamato pretty low on tier lists. I think Yamato, if you understand how to play the character, has high team fighting, strong lane for the most part, and overall pretty easy access to backline with immunity. With proper gold, you can actually just shut down a lot of backline carries and shuts down flyers pretty hard. And I just think it's overall, and has good mid-boss steal. I don't know. I think it's just a good hero. I think it's a good hero. Anyway, that concludes the tier list. That's a whole lot of good heroes. The game is balanced. The game is very balanced. The game is very, 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 very balanced. There are items in the game that make this list biased. Like, there are items in the game that bring a lot of these heroes to the overtuned category, but the heroes themselves don't need kit changing, gutting. Like, the game is very balanced, and items make or break the kits for the most part. Like, Pocket is better than Infernus, Ivy, Lash, Great Talon, Yamato just because of the stupid Phantom Strike shit. But if that wasn't in the game, this guy's down here. But because that's in the game, this guy's higher. That's just my opinion. No, the game's very balanced. Everything is broken, so everything is balanced. Save. We did it, chat.